had a few requests for a video. So this is the Viv. I'll just give you a quick overview of all the plants. So on the left hand side of the Viv, I've got two bromeliads. There's quite a few plants back here as well. I'm not sure what this is, but this plant here, like, I have no idea. I think it might be a lily, but I'm not too sure. There's another like weird sort of fern plant down here on the left, and this is a cheese plant, and that's right at the back, and that's like taking over at the minute. But I quite like it because they can sit on the leaves, and they quite enjoy that. There's another bromeliad at the back here. And these two bits of bamboo which they love to sit on, and at the back here, it goes quite far back. There's a weird, I've forgotten what it's called. I think it's called like a Japanese garden, like spruce or something, and it goes crazy. But I've only just put it in, so it's just starting to grow. There's another cheese plant leaf there, and then all of this moss on this is basically a stick that I got out of my garden, and it's one solid piece, and it goes up there and it goes over there and then comes around up here as well. And I covered that in moss, but the moss isn't doing that well. It's actually kind of died, as you can tell by the colour. But I'm a little bit reluctant to take it off at the minute because it's actually got some weird, I don't know what it is. It's like a weird, almost like a watercress just coming off of it. And I really don't want to take it off. This bit's doing alright. This bit's quite green still-ish. This part of it's nice and green. But yeah, moss is really funny. Like, moss either does really, really well or just dies within a week, from my experience. But yeah, it's kind of hard to meet its requirements. This is a ceramic heat bulb, just to keep them warm in the winter, because I live in the UK and it can get quite chilly. I'm like in the conservatory, so it can get quite chilly. So this is just our thermostat, and this sort of stays up here and it stays around. I forget on the exact temperature, but basically whenever it gets too cold it comes on for a little bit. And then there's a fogger here as well, so if I just step back for a sec, that comes on for 5 minutes every hour, and that just covers the tank in like a nice light mist. The name of this is like a lemon and lime Dracaria, I don't know how to say it, but lemon and lime something, and they absolutely love this. This is like one of their favourite plants. Okay, I ran out of memory, so I've had to delete some stuff. So where was I? I was on the lemon and lime Dracaria, wasn't I? So this is a cool plant. They really like it. It didn't start off this big. It was like half the size, and then it just kind of grew like crazy over one summer. I'd say the hardest part about this tank was the back wall, which is made of expanding foam, and because it's quite a big Viv, it took quite a while just to do it all. Basically you put in expanding foam, cover it in silicone, and then after that you cover it in coconut fibre. I used a little bit of bark chips and moss as well, and then you can add in loads of like cool things that you just want to slap on there. So like I put in like a mushroom. There's quite a few of them. There's like 6, but you can never see them because there's so many plants, which I didn't really think through at the time. But oh well, the geckos can see them, so that's all I care about. And then you can put in like bits of wood. I put in lots of there's Ruby. I put in lots of bits of cork bark as well, so like over there you can see a nice chunk of cork bark, and then down here there's like another huge bit, but you can never see them because of all the plants. But oh well, it looks cool from the gecko's point of view. And then plant wise, going over to this side of the tank, there's Jade just chilling on the back wall getting some sun. So plants on this side aren't quite as many, but there's a little bromeliad down there. There's a lot of coconut tubes It's kind of hard to see, but there's lots of like coconut tubes and whatnot on the inside of the tank. They rarely use, to be honest, but it looks cool anyway, so why not? And then you can just sort of see the base. There's like just random leaves and like other little spruces and just bits of this and that. So this is a spider plant, I think, pretty sure. And then this thing is insane. This is a pothos, okay? Always get a pothos if you're keeping any type of bioactive, because they go insane, like absolutely insane. Like look at it, it's just like crawling up the side of the tank. It doesn't even need any kind of help. They're like impossible to kill off. Again, the moss isn't doing that great on this side. I should probably replace it this summer, but I like it at the minute anyway because it's got these weird little spruces of something. I don't know what they are, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Another little cork collar that they kind of like to chill in sometimes. Hey Jade, what up? She's just watching me like, what the hell? Sat here talking to yourself. One cool thing actually is, I don't know if you can see it that well, but at the back here there's a plant pot and it's actually like floating. It's got magnets over here, if it focuses. Come on, there you go. So it's got like magnets on the outside, so you can move that around wherever you want. And yeah, you can just sort of like elevate plants and stuff. It's quite expensive. I had to import it from America on Amazon, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought fuck it, throw it in, why not? And that's about it really. I mean, the other plants here, like this is just a cheese plant from before. Here's the heat bulb. Here's the rest of the giant bit bamboo that they like to sit on. And this is actually a platform. This came with the Viv. I got this Viv for like stupidly cheap. I don't know if you could do the conversion, but it was like £60 in the UK. I don't know why. Some guy was just selling it really cheap, so I bought it, and it's like 4 foot by 3 foot by like 3.5 foot or something. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And then I just went from there. That's why they're in such a big vivarium, because you don't usually keep giant day geckos in such a big vivarium, but it was more just because it was so cheap, and I really wanted to do like a live Viv setup, so that's where it sort of came from. But yeah, there's other things. There's like these little Exoterra canopy feeders, which they rarely actually use, but I thought they were a cool idea at the start. But to be honest, I mean, they use them sometimes. They don't really drink from them, but they like to like take their food in the little holster thing.